Good morning and welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today. As always, smash that like button and subscribe before we begin. Today's topic is going to be accountability, responsibility, and consequences of actions. The reason I've come up with this topic today is because I was thinking of the difference between men and women, accountability and the repercussions of the lifestyle that you live. I just happened to run across a video the other day about Brie Wilson. I had no idea who Brie Wilson was. She was good looking, that's for sure, but she was a former, or maybe still, porn star. I'm not sure if she is or not, but she was a former porn star. And the video I was watching showed a clip of her explaining how she regretted doing porn, how she hated when she went out because people would call her slut and different kinds of names, and she felt like she was wearing a banner around her that said slut, tramp, and all these different things. She didn't even want to go out. She said she didn't go out of the house for maybe weeks at a time. I'd also watched another video where she spent some time in a institution for some depression she was suffering, and she had been taking medication for years. For every lifestyle choice, there's consequences, good or bad. Benefits if it's good, consequences we say if they're bad. But she just wished people would treat her like a registered nurse with 2.5 kids and somebody's wife. That's not verbatim, but that's what she said more or less. But unfortunately, because of the lifestyle she chose, and I think she's worth about $5 million now, that's what they said, and she made a lot of money. She said she could go back to porn right now, so I guess she's quit, at least she had in this video, and make $20,000 in a week. But here's the deal. On the reverse side of that, you have a man named Sterling Cooper, who is a porn star, but as I said, he's a man. He is not shamed and looked upon with disgust and maybe distrust. That's just the way society views things. Now, is that fair? Sterling Cooper is a famous porn star, and men admire him and look up to him. Women want to be with him. Not all women, but a lot of women, okay? Now, Brie, on the other hand, men want to be with her. She's not so much admired. Yeah, a lot of guys would like to have sex with her, but few men want to take her home and make a wife out of her, have a family, and have kids with her. Is that fair? No, it's not fair, but that's just the way it is. And if you're a girl listening to this now, a woman, a lady, you have to remember that. Society, mainstream media tells you, as women, you can go out and just be like men and sleep around and do all that and then settle down later on. You know, have fun in your 20s. Don't get married. Don't settle down. Go out and experience a lot of men. Well, I'm going to tell you what, when it comes time for you to settle down, when you start thinking about that, when you're getting close to what they call hitting the wall, most of you don't know, at 30 years old, 90% of your eggs are gone. And the chances of you having a kid without any kind of complications increases dramatically. Look it up. Look at the statistics. The best time for you to have a child is between the ages of, I think it's like 15 and 25. That's the prime time. But most people, society, and many well-educated people will tell you need to go out and have your career, live your life, enjoy your life, actually sow your wild oats. Now that's something they used to tell men. Men can sow their wild oats and sleep with many women, and nobody looks down upon them. There may be a rare a percentage of people who look, maybe 1%, but most guys will admire that man, and most women will want to be with that man because he's a wanted man from other women. He's the man that all men want to be like and all women want to be with. Now, of course, all is extreme, but the majority of men want to be like him. The majority of women want to be with him. Now, take the opposite of that. The contrast is a woman who goes out and sleeps with a bunch of men, or who does porn. Yeah, a lot of guys want to have sex with her, but that's all they want. They definitely objectify her. This girl is hot. She's really cute. But if you think about how long she did porn, she's been with thousands of men. it's just, I mean, I feel bad for her, all right? But I didn't make the choices she made. I have to live with the choices I made and the consequences of my choices. Some of them weren't too good. We all make mistakes. She made a mistake. So who was there telling her? Did anybody advise her of the consequences of this down the road? No, nobody did. So you could say she didn't know any better. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. We all make mistakes, and we all have to live with our consequences of our mistakes. And sometimes that sucks. Okay, but there's really nothing she can do about it now. Those videos of her doing that are going to be out there, I guess, as long as we have social media and Pornhub or whatever other pornography channel there is. I'm not much into porn. I've watched it sometimes, but I know some people have a problem with it and they become addicted to it, so I try to stay away from it. I don't need any addictions. I've had enough of those in my life. I prefer to be with a woman rather than just look at her. So with that being said, back to the subject of the difference between men and women. When they do these types of things, the man is mostly honored and admired. The woman is maybe admired from men who just want to have sex with her, but that's it. Nobody really wants to have anything with her. Few high-value men could live with the fact that she had been with that many men. That would bother most high-value men because of the paternity factor. Well, I know we have paternity tests now, but for thousands of years we didn't. So a man does not want a woman to settle down with who's had many, many partners like that. At least not a man that's going to do for a woman what she would like, to provide for her, her children, give her security, protect her, and those things. So as I said, it may not be fair the way women are treated because they sleep with a bunch of men. They're how do I say? I don't want to say despised. They're looked down upon. And in the contrast, the man sleeps with a bunch of women and he's admired and looked up to. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like that the sun comes up in the morning, but you better put on a pair of sunglasses or it's going to blind you. If you don't like it, talk to the big guy. That's just the way it is. Women, you cannot sleep around with a bunch of men and still expect to be respected by men. It just doesn't work that way. As I said, it's not fair. That's just the way it is. So I hope that's been of value to some of you. If you're a young woman, remember, you cannot go out and sleep with a bunch of men and still expect men to look up to you and admire you and want to wife you up. If you want to just go out and sleep with a bunch of men, that's fine. But remember, there are consequences of it. And they're not good. Look that girl up, Brie Olson. Sterling Cooper, he's on Rule 0. Look at the contrast between those two people and the way people view them. It would be good for you to do that if you're thinking about going out and having your share of men in your life. So that's all I got for today. Hope this has been helpful. Have a great day.